And it's August 27th, and I'm up in Mohican. I'm at the cabin, and Glen, who owns the Lookout Hostel, has visited again. Hi, Glen.
Hi.
How you
Good
doing?
to see you.
Yeah, good seeing you.
Good.
And you brought a friend.
I did bring a
Who
friend.
did you bring?
Shayla.
Shayla. Hi,
Hello.
Shayla. How are
Hi.
you?
I'm great.
That's good.
Yeah.
And you were doing a southbound hike this year,
Correct.
but you told me the first time you did the AT was when?
2011.
2011.
I did a northbound hike.
Northbound hike. Why the AT?
Why the AT?
Mm-hmm.
Why the AT in the beginning was that I loved hiking so much, and it was the first long distance trail that I found out about.
Okay.
I was in Montana in Glacier National Park, and no amount of hiking was too much for me. And then somebody put the book A Walk in the Woods in my hands.
And that was...
And I was like, I didn't know that people could walk one continuous hike all summer long. And so as soon as I found out, I made plans to
And
do
you
it.
did that. How'd that hike go?
It was wonderful, but it was, I pushed myself really hard the first time.
How long did, when did you start, when did you finish?
I started April 2nd. I finished August 6th. It took 4 months and 4 days.
Whoa, you were flying.
I was flying. I didn't give myself very many days off. I was really stingy about that, and I didn't let myself rest very much, and I did not eat well. And so I ended up losing 26 pounds.
Ooh, that's a lot of weight.
It was a lot of weight.
Because you're not heavy right now.
Yeah, right, exactly. 26 pounds was a really large portion of, I think it was like 15% of my body weight or something, 13%.
So what did you learn from that hike?
I learned to experience nature with all 5 senses and make sure that you be where your feet are.
Okay.
And so 2 years later, I went on another hike for
Where did
redemption.
you go 2 years later?
I went to the Pacific Crest.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about that one. When did you start and when did you finish?
I started at they have their own trail days, Pacific Crest days, and I believe it was April 27th or 28th.
Okay.
And I finished September 15th, I believe it was.
That's pretty good too. So what is it? Isn't that 2,700 miles?
Yeah, it was 2665 then.
Yeah.
So, and it grows every year.
Right.
So yeah, I'm not sure what it is.
And how'd that one go?
It was bliss.
It was bliss.
Wonderful because I knew to really hold on to it while I was doing it. I slept out under the stars almost every night. You don't really, cowboy camped all the time because it actually, unfortunately, never rains in California.
Right. Okay.
The stars were incredible. The national parks were all so beautiful. And anytime I would get tired or grumpy, I would just look around and
it just refresh you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So then what was next?
And then I did the CDT.
So you're triple crowner.
I did, yeah. Yeah, in 2015.
Okay. When did you start? When did you finish?
April 21st, I started, and September 9th, I finished.
Okay. Wow.
And I went the longer route. That was still back in the day where you could choose your route, and there was the Butte super cutoff, but I didn't do it. I went along the border of Idaho and Montana, which adds 400 or 500 miles.
Right.
So at the time, the trail could be anywhere between, I want to say, 2,400 or 3,000 miles.
Wow.
And I was closer to the 3,000.
Oh, so you took the long route.
I took the long way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So out of those three, wait, let's skip again. What was next?
Okay.
The
Tierra Roa
Right.
across New Zealand.
Across New Zealand.
In 2017, I started, finished in 2018.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how was that one?
It was magic. It was amazing. It was like, it had major elements of each of the other 3.
Okay.
Like it had the forests of Appalachia and the spring water and like some of the great forest walking that you can get here, but it also had the epic views like the Pacific Crest Trail, and then it had the rugged challenges like the CDT. It was really like all 3 put together, and it had different culture but equally loving, warm-hearted culture of welcoming hikers like the Appalachian Trail does.
Okay.
And then an element of ocean
Oh, that's right. You had the ocean there too.
Big time. So you have to know your tides because you're often crossing estuaries. So you have to keep track of the tide schedules, which is a whole new thing.
Oh, that's interesting.
And for 3 days, you actually paddle instead of walk along the Whanganui River.
Oh,
So
that
part
sounds
of your
fun.
hike is to rent a kayak or canoe and go down the river.
Wow. Did you? Since you mentioned that, did you ever aquablaze on the AT?
I did
Oh,
the first year.
The first year.
I
Okay.
did. Yeah, it was awesome. We got caught in a strainer.
Oh, well,
For those, okay.
It was hardcore.
Whoa.
Yeah, there had been a flood and
Whoa.
the boat flipped and we went flying out of it and we were on top of this big tree in the middle, like a fallen tree
Right.
in the middle of the water.
Wow.
It was a very scary moment, but we were able to get out of there safely.
Oh,
And
obviously.
yeah, here we are today. Yeah.
Okay. So after New Zealand,
Yes.
what was next?
Then I realized that I owe the Appalachian Trail another go because that first time I wasn't very present. And after the other 3 journeys since, I'd really learned to sink into it and to be there fully. And
Right.
so I really
cool.
felt like the Appalachian Trail are the oldest mountains in the world. I'm sure I really missed out on being with them.
Right.
So I went back to do it again.
Okay. Out of the 4 trails, what's your favorite?
Favorite.
Do you have a favorite?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Appalachian Trail is the one that I've done more than once. And here I am on a 3rd go.
So then
Yeah,
there's a
so I
reason.
guess I would say the Appalachian Trail.
Okay.
I love being in the forest.
Okay.
The more I travel outdoors, the more I feel like we are creatures that are made for the forest.
So you're attracted to the green tunnel.
I am. It's rejuvenating.
Yeah.
You
You
walk
look-
through
you
it and
look-
you feel energized, whereas you walk through the desert and you feel like this at the end of the day. And,
Right.
and your gear gets beat up and your skin gets beat up. And
Right.
it's beautiful to have the views, but it takes a lot out of you.
Right.
So.
All right. So having done all these through hikes, tell me one tip for a new through hiker. Just one.
One tip. Nothing is as powerful as what goes on inside you. So it's really tolerance is the most profound and useful tool of all of it. It doesn't matter what your gear is, how old you are, how smart you are, how much money you have. It's not ever that. It's really just the seed of saying yes to what happens.
Okay.
Because all kinds of things are going to happen, and you don't have any control over what happens outside of you.
Oh, I love it.
But
That's
it's
great.
what's in here
Yeah.
that gets you through it.
Yeah. Well, thank you for visiting with me, and I wish you the best on your journey.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks you.